Hey Fluffs, it's your girl Fluffy and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe on this video. Make sure you turn on post notifications so you can stay up to date when I either go live or drop a new video. So now that we've got all of that out of the way, let me explain what we're eating today. I have some fried shrimp, some white rice, then we have some... Hey Melvin, what kind of shrimp is these?
Those are prawns.
Prawns. Shrimp, extra large ass shrimp, some salad that I really didn't want to put on the plate, but my plate was a little empty because, you know, he didn't cook a lot. So, you know, I was like, I'm gonna still make a video. And of course, we still got that same ass B-Love sauce that I've been eating all goddamn week because I ain't making no new batch. So, oh, I got some sweet tea, got some napkins over here. I think I'm gonna start with the fried shrimp because this look good, y'all. So he said these are prawns. Apparently there's a fucking difference. Don't mind my family because they're all awake. So you're gonna hear them. Today I was gonna talk a little bit serious, but I feel like I didn't have enough food to have that story to be ongoing. Niggas, I am filming. They don't give a fuck about me filming at all. So we're gonna start with this. This is a fried prawn right here in cornmeal. So this B-Love sauce might be a little hot, but I'm gonna dip it on in there. Ooh, ooh! I finally feel like I got something really good to dip, cause you know that crab, it don't be thick enough, you know, unless you got that king crab. You know what I'm saying? So okay, but the way you looking at my food with your fat ass here, there you go. It's dripping and stuff. So let's see. I like. You know what I'm gonna do today? Hold on. That was hot. Okay. Got it on the table. Alright. So let me surprise y'all 1 second. 1 second, just bam! Special guest, this nasty ass sauce. Yes, I bought it. This sauce is so nasty. I am not about to drench my food in it. Tasha, no. Snoopy eats, no. Everybody else who eats this nasty shit, here it is. Bam. It's nasty. I have tried it. We'll just pour a little bit right here on the side. Like, I'm sorry. I just look. I'm gonna just slightly. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Not on that piece. All right. So that's about as much as I could dip in there, and I'm still gonna dip it in the sauce because I don't want it that hot. I don't want my ass burning. Okay, I don't. So let's try it. Okay. Okay. It just makes your food hot for no reason. Like, there's no real reason why my food needs to be just spicy. Like, this is just for people who just like spicy food, period. That's just what it is. I'm a fan of spicy food if it's meant to be spicy. But if it ain't spicy, why? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, then I be seeing Tasha. She do it like this. She pour a little bit on her rice. No, she pour a lot. That's all I'm gonna do. Them 4 drops. I don't know why y'all like it. And then they had a nerve to say hot chicken flavor. It don't taste like chicken. I don't even know why I went and got it. that. Oh. Oh. You know what? I don't even know why. No. Just gonna fuck up my meal. Now, let me just go ahead and scrape off the hot part. We not gonna eat that. We just gonna put that in the corner for somebody who want it. And one of y'all want it, you can come have this hot ass piece of rice right here. So let's go with one of these little bad boys. Oh, y'all know who I feel like? I feel like Shay Snacks, because she always eating these. Always, like, every time I look at her plate, hers be bigger than mine too. Hers be like hella big. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at them. And they look like little baby lobsters. They look like little baby lobsters. I mean, I'm gonna just peel it. I don't want the skin on here. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm fat. I just want to eat it. You see what I'm saying? I just want to eat it. So I just want to get it on up in here like a little lobster, so I could dip it. Okay. Here we go. Look at that. All of that. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, here we go. Bring the tray forward. Here you go. Boom, bum, bum, bum. That's for you. That's for you, friend, because I'm being nice. But anywho. So yeah, y'all. I don't really have a topic for today, but I will elaborate on some embarrassing moments that I had in school as a kid. Okay? Now, let's talk about it. Yeah. When I was in Miss Larry's class, so that was in the 3rd grade. Now, mind you, I went to a private Christian school, and we had like set classes. So like the 1st graders had their own classroom, 2nd graders had their own classroom, but 3rd and 4th for some odd reason shared a classroom. Okay? Yeah. That was cool. I didn't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Because we were considered the upper grade, so that's what they called it, the upper grade. Now, how about, I was like, okay, that's cool. So we was in class one day, and I was sitting at my desk. I was minding my own business, and my parents paid all this money for us to go to the school, for us to be taught by video. Like, none of the teachers actually taught us shit. They just watched over us, and we would put these headsets on, and we would watch this video of like this white man in a class full of white kids, and he would teach the kids. That's how we learned, right? So one day, the white man, the teacher, was like, pull out your pencils and your tablets. And when I say tablet, I'm talking about like your steno pad paper, because this is before tablets existed. And he was like, pull your stuff out. So he would give like kids, you know, because he was teaching a real classroom, so he would give kids enough time to pull out their stuff. So I pulled out my stuff, but I dropped my pencil. Now, mind you, it's like 20 of us in the 3rd grade side. So we're all sitting in these desks. Now, mind you, I've always been on the plus side. Bitch. I went to go grab my pencil because I thought it was within range of me being able to pick it up with my arms. I miscalculated. This was before I took geometry. Bitch. I tumbled the fuck over in that fucking desk. Okay? Don't do me. You're probably laughing right now. Bitch, not only did I fall the fuck over in this fucking desk, like, motherfucking Scarlett took a tumble. Ha! Fluffy fell the fuck over. Okay? Then, not only that, what sucked about it was that it wasn't like I was on the end cap. It wasn't like I was at the end of the aisle. I was like in the middle of the fucking aisle, stuck in this fucking desk. Now that I think about it, it's fucking hilarious. I was legit stuck in this desk. And then the teacher, because she was like really mean, she let me just fucking sit there for like 2 minutes. And you know that's the longest fucking 2 minutes. So all the other kids are like fucking cracking up laughing. And I'm like all embarrassed because I fell the fuck over in this desk, bitch, and I'm stuck sitting sideways. Now mind you, when we went to this school, we wore a uniform. So when we wore a uniform, we wore like white button-down shirts. We had the blue ties because it was a Christian school. So we had the blue navy pleated skirts, the high white or navy blue socks that go to your knees with the like fancy ass print on them. Like we could wear whatever kind of shoes we wanted, but you know, my mom was like, "But you fancy." So I wore Oxfords. If you don't know what Oxfords are, here's a picture. Oxfords. All right. So here I am, laid the fuck over, waiting for Miss Larry to come and save my life because I was stuck. And I was just like, you know what? I fucking hate it here. Clearly, I fucking hate it. Okay? Fucking crazy. Now, she could have came and got me, but she was like purposely being mean. She was like purposely just mean to us kids for no reason. Like, she was like one of those teachers that just give you hard love for no reason. You be like, nobody asked for this. I don't need you to be hard on me. I'm in the 3rd grade and you want me to make college decisions. Like, she'd be like, you guys need to think about where you're gonna go to college. College, I'm in the 3rd grade. Like, she was the type of teacher like, you gotta have your life figured out right now. You know what I mean? So I'm like, no. I'm like, okay, cool. That was one time that I was embarrassed in school. Now the next time, same school, but a different grade. This time, I was like in the, I think I was in the 5th grade. Miss Arnold. My teachers were Miss Arnold and Miss Fletcher. Well, Mrs. Fletcher. She was married. The sad part was Mrs. Fletcher was so old that she was my daddy's teacher. Now, that goes to show you how old Miss Fletcher was. Miss Fletcher probably dead and gone now, but rest in peace, Miss Fletcher, if you dead. But that's beside the point. So one day, Miss Fletcher, she was out. So Miss Arnold was our substitute teacher. Now, everybody hated Miss Arnold. We hated Miss Arnold just as much as we hated Miss Larry. Now, Miss Arnold was teaching the class, right? And I was doing algebra. So mind you, I'm in like the 5th grade doing algebra. So I'm on the board doing my algebra. And then she made me do like arithmetic. So I had to do arithmetic and algebra because we were in the upper grade. So we had to keep up with all the upper grades. So she's like, oh, Tiara, you need to work on your long division. Because I had finished all my algebra. She's like, we're working on long division. I'm like, why? I'm past that. If I'm in algebra, why am I doing long division? That's stupid. That's backwards. So she didn't like the fact that I talk back. Miss Arnold couldn't stand the fact that I talk back. I was one of the only kids that would talk back to her because I knew if she made the wrong move, if she looked at me wrong, if she said anything wrong, my daddy was coming up to that school and everybody was getting cussed out, okay? They was all scared of my daddy. So I was getting tired of her. So she was getting on my nerves. So, mind you, many of y'all know that I'm artistic, right? Now, as a kid, I used to just draw for fun, but I didn't realize that I was actually good at it. I just thought I was just drawing, and I thought everybody else had the same capability as me. I didn't realize that I was an excellent artist. Okay? So Miss Arnold was getting on my nerves. Now, let me describe to you how Miss Arnold looks. Miss Arnold was this like black and Hawaiian female who was probably like 5'9", and she was thick built. So back then in the day, she would have been considered thick, light skin, and she wore glasses, beautiful skin. She had really beautiful skin, and she had really long pretty hair, and it was thick, you know what I'm saying? She had really long thick hair. Now, but she was Afrocentric. That's what used to trip me out. She was like half Hawaiian, but she would be like her Hawaiian side, but she was always Afrocentric as well. Like she embraced both sides. Like she was the true thing of like melanin popping, like being natural. Like now that I'm thinking about it, like she was like what we trying to be today, right? Shout out to you, Miss Arnold. Now that I realized what you was doing. I used to just think her outfits was ugly and just thought she was a fake African because she always had on these fake African prints, and I'd be like, you really think you from Africa and you're not. Damn. Anyway. Now, she would get on my nerves. So here I am in the back of the classroom because I was sitting next to the chalkboard. Yes, I said chalkboard because we had chalkboards then. So I'm sitting next to the chalkboard, and we had these things called crates. You had to bring your own crate from home because it stored your books, it stored your folders, it stored your pencils. This was your own crate, so everybody should have had their own crate, so you could have your own stuff in your crate, right? So I went to my crate, I grabbed some paper, and I grabbed my crayons. I was just like, well, forget it, I'm just gonna draw. But it was what I was drawing is what got me in trouble next. So I'm in the back minding my own business. Now, mind you, I'm quiet, so she's surprised. Like, whatever, she notices that something is keeping me busy because I was drawing for like 30 minutes. When I say I drew a picture of Miss Arnold's face, but instead of her facial features being like a regular nose and a mouth, I made her look like a lion, and then I made her hair look really, really big, right? Like a lion. Now, after I realized, like, okay, I've been drawing for a minute, let me really work on my math, you know what I'm saying? Because she not gonna tell me what to do, I'm gonna do it on my time. That's basically how I felt, right? So I raised my hand. She goes, yes, Tiara. I said, oh, can I use the restroom? She's like, yes, go ahead. So I'm like, can I get a hall pass? Basically, yeah, this is when we got hall passes, right? So she like, you could take the pass. So we actually had to have a pass, so that way if you were in the hallway, other teachers wouldn't be like, where's your pass? So she gave me my hall pass or whatever. Mind you, because the picture was, I knew I shouldn't have been drawing the picture, so I was like, I'm gonna just throw it in the trash, right? So I don't know why I didn't take it with me and throw it in the bathroom trash. My ass decided to throw it in the trash in the classroom. That's where I fucked up at. So apparently, I went to the bathroom, came back, didn't think nothing of it. So maybe about an hour later, the principal of the school calls upstairs and asks to speak to me. And when the principal of the school would ask to speak to you and me, you had to go downstairs to her office. Now let me describe the principal, Mrs. Dennis. Mrs. Dennis was the meanest, out of all of them, she was the meanest little short, bald head ass lady I've ever met in my life. And she always had on African prints, and she wasn't nowhere but from LA, so she was from the ghetto wearing all these African prints, and she drove this big ass, raggedy ass, stinking ass burgundy Lincoln. Okay, now all I know is I get down to her office, they call me in, and she was like, so you're quite the artist. And I was like, huh? Mind you, I'm confused because I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I done forgot that I drew this picture of this lady a long time ago. Okay? So, this lady was like, so you didn't draw this? When I say the fucking principal pulled out the picture, balled up, spread it out on her table, on her desk, excuse me, and said, did you draw this? Bitch, I was caught red-handed, and I've never been a liar, so I didn't deny it. I said, yeah, I did, I drew it. She said, well, why did you draw it? So mind you, as she's asking me this, guess who comes in the classroom? Mrs. Arnold. So you know I'm side-eyeing her like cold-blooded, like if looks could kill, I swear I slit her throat. Yeah. She come in, she got her hands behind her back, just knew I'm about to get in trouble. She was so excited. She used to love getting kids in trouble. Yeah, I swear everything I love. She was like, so Miss Dennis, the principal, was like, well, since you like to draw, you're gonna join art class. Guess who the teacher for the art class is? Miss Arnold. So now I get stuck in her class. So now I actually have to take Miss Arnold as a class. So they switched my music class, because I hated music any fucking way. I would be in there purposely fucking up their songs. So they purposely switched my music class and gave me art class with Miss Arnold. So then Miss Arnold is sitting there smiling. But how about Miss Dennis was petty as fuck gonna say, well, Miss Arnold, she did a really good job because it does look like you. If you were a lioness, this is what you would look like. Ma'am, hello? I was like, okay. So then not only did I get in trouble with them, I had to get these things what they call swats. So she would basically take what looked like a cable cord and like hit your hand with it like 10 times. So she hit my hand like 10 times. And then I got a pink slip. A pink slip was a note that they had to send to your parents to let you know you've been bad that day and that you was disciplined, and your parents had to sign it. But my mama never got those pink notes because I used to sign them myself. I figured out how to sign my mama's signature back in Miss Larry's class in 3rd grade. Because I would forget to get my steno pad signed saying that she saw that I did my homework. I did my homework, but I would always forget to have my mama sign. So I just learned how to do my mama's signature. And don't worry, my mama knew I was signing her signature, because at one point my mom was like, just sign it yourself. You know how to do my signature. So I would sign my mama's name. So I was cool. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to get a pink note. Because in my head, I was like, I'm going to sign it myself. Till I looked on the pink note and Miss Dennis, old fat bald head ass, going to sign me like... She told me I had to write a report about 3 different black influential people. So I had to pick like Martin Luther King. I picked Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and somebody else. I forgot who I picked. It was like a female or something. I don't know who I picked, but I had to do those things, and my mom was making fun of me like, well, that's what you get. You shouldn't have got in trouble. And that's when I knew like I couldn't lie at that point, because it was like I have all these extra assignments and I'm not going to be able to explain why I had these extra assignments, and it ain't Black History Month. So I got in trouble, and I had to be with Miss Arnold for the next year in her art class. Basically, that's how that went. Embarrassing times, right? Embarrassing. I straight got caught. Your girl got caught. So that was one of my, that's definitely one of my most embarrassing moments in school, was getting caught drawing her damn picture. But I couldn't stand her, for real. So as I finish this meal, I'm gonna tell you about another time that I was this one wasn't so bad, but it was low-key embarrassing. Now, remember I told you about my music class getting switched, right? Same school, different teacher. This teacher was named Miss Gibbs. Now, Miss Gibbs, people wasn't afraid of her. She was a cool teacher. People was just afraid of how she looked. She wasn't the prettiest one on the block. Let's just say that. Now, Miss Gibbs was probably like 5'10", real stocky built, dark skin with a short like fade haircut. And she had like a few pieces at the top, like, you know, I don't know. And sometimes she just wore it in an afro. And she had like this big old jovial laugh every time she laughed. Like, if she laughed, you felt better, because you like, oh, she's not looking so mean. You know what I'm saying? So Miss Gibbs, I don't know why, because she couldn't sing, but she was the head of the music class. But whatever, that ain't none of my business. If that's what she got paid for, she got paid for it. So I started off as a soprano when I was a kid, I guess because my voice was soft then. Then I moved up to an alto. But I hated music class because I hated Miss Gibbs. I just hated everything about her. I don't know why I hated her. I think I just hated everybody at that school because I hated the school. I guess that's what it was. I don't know. But Miss Gibbs thought she was being real funny one day, right? She was just talking mess for no reason, like to the kids and stuff. Like she used to just send kids out of her classroom just because she could. She'd be like, get out, this is my music class. Like, don't nobody want to be here anyway. So our music class was held in the chapel. We had a chapel that was attached to the school, because remember I told you it was a Christian school, so it was attached to the church. So music class was held in the actual church part. So they had a piano, an organ, a drum set. They had the part where like the choir sit, and then they had the part where the audience sit, you know, the pulpit, all that. They even had the little, what's them things, the little baptized jacuzzis, whatever that was. They had that too in there. So we would be on the part with the choir side, and she swore she could play the piano, but she would only play like 2 notes just to get us started. Like legit, she would just play the first 2 notes. That was it. She never played no more than that. And then she was like, one day she was just talking mess, like, you guys don't sound good. I'm tired of fucking singing. We've been in here singing for like 2 hours. We don't sound no better. Like, I don't know if she thought she was supposed to be teaching like Kirk Franklin's choir or Marvin Sapp's choir. I'm not sure who she thought she was teaching, but she kept telling us we sounded bad. So you know me, I could show you bad. So mind you, at this time I'm like 5th grade, yeah, 4th, 5th grade, somewhere in there, and I'm singing in the alto section. So technically I was considered an alto. So you had your sopranos, your altos, and your tenors, and she would sit us like that. So the sopranos was in the front, altos was in the middle, tenors was in the back. So because she was talking shit and I was tired of singing, so I just started doing like this. Lift every voice. I was singing just like that. And she was like, y'all gotta get this right. And the reason why she was like so hell-bent this particular time was because some producer or like filmmaker, he was like a filmmaker or something, he was doing like a documentary of the differences between Black African American schools, like private schools, versus the schools in Africa, just so he could show the kids in Africa how the schools are here, and then he was going to show us how the kids' schools were in Africa. So it was like he was filming us for that. So she wanted to make sure that when we sung our song that we sounded really, really good. And so when I kept singing, I wasn't putting no emphasis in it. I wasn't trying to sing. I hated being in that class in general. So I was literally sitting in the pew, just lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven. And she was like, alto, something is wrong. Somebody is singing too low. Somebody is singing too low. So she started, let me tell y'all what she started doing. So she started walking down the aisle and putting her ear up to everybody's mouth like this, right? So she started from the sopranos. So we had to keep starting over basically for damn near every kid. So it was lift every, and I just kept doing it, okay? So finally she got to me and was like, go to the tenors. So now I'm a fucking tenor. So I'm singing with all the boys. I was the only girl singing with all the boys. So I got to sit all the way in the back, and I just be lift every voice and sing. So I had to wait till she cued us tenors in to be like, tenors, now you guys can join. So she sent my ass in the back. But I didn't care though, because I wasn't even paying attention. I hated being in that class anyway. Period. I really and truly did. Like, now that I think about it, like, that's probably why I really hate singing, because Miss Gibbs just made it like not fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is supposed to be fun. I didn't want to be a singer that bad. I really didn't. But she sent my ass to the back. Oh, and we never saw that filmmaker anyway. So she had us doing all of that. The guy didn't even show up. So we was doing all that for nothing. Why am I about to give you my Selena, my Jennifer Lopez, my Beyonce, my Christina Aguilera? Why am I about to give you all of that? And oh boy didn't come up. So I'm about to give you Dream Doll. I'm about to give you Alexis Sky. I'm about to give you my Hazel Lee. So they got my Hazel Lee. Period. I'm not about to do all of that. I'm not about to sing all these songs and you can take the credit to tell people you taught me how to sing. No. So lucky, when they switched my class, I was kind of happy. And then that's when I really realized that I knew how to draw. And me and Miss Arnold became actually really good. I guess, you know, we had a really good teacher-kid relationship, I guess. Because she really taught me how to, like, draw things. Like, she was the first teacher I had that was like, this is how you make something look 3D. You know, this is how you draw in perspective. So it worked out for me and Miss Arnold. Still hated Miss Gibbs. It wasn't until I got out of school and in college and I seen Miss Larry again. And then I didn't have no hate towards her then. I just kind of realized, like, you know, you was just you back in the day, you know. And I was like, she was a teacher at a private school. And I don't know if she had her credentials, but I'm like, yeah, you probably wasn't making enough to be dealing with my attitude. So, you know, now that I'm grown and I realize that. So I talk to her occasionally. You know, she cool and she still talks to my mom. She all super proud of me and stuff because I'm in college and stuff, thinking she had something to do with that. Like, but that ain't you. That's my parents, boo. What you happy for? Just be happy for me. That's it. But don't be like, oh my God, I really had a part in that. No, you didn't. I fell out of that damn chair and you didn't help me up for 2 minutes. You left me there, sis. You didn't teach me shit. All you did teach me was to get my fat ass up out that damn chair and go pick up my pencil instead of trying to reach over in the fucking desk. That's what you did teach me, though. So that's all I'm talking to y'all about today. But those are 3 embarrassing moments all at the same goddamn school. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed that video. I'm gonna finish up this food. Go wash these dishes. Take my black ass to bed in a minute. Cause your girl tired. Essential worker. So, if you enjoyed my story time, make sure you like, comment, share. Let me chew this first. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you can keep up with your girl. And if you thought that was funny, go ahead and watch another video. Why you leaving, though? Why? You don't want to be my friend? I just saw my face and that was so ugly. What broke nail? For those of y'all that watched the last video, what broke nail? What broke nail? Boom. Anyway, y'all, it's been real. Have a good one. Oh, and by the way, hell yeah, I'm finna save the rest of this B-Love sauce. I'm gonna use it till it ain't no more, so that shit dissipate. That part. Okay, guys. See you later. You're still here. You're still watching. Don't forget to leave my goddamn comment too. All right, bye.